Yeah, so hey, I just felt like I really wanted to share a little bit about my recent post, the song that I posted this morning that had the I need thee, oh I need thee hymn attached to the front and the back end of that song, and just to kind of like hash it out so you kind of get an idea of what was going on there. And I realized, talking with a friend, man, I've only been posting these minor songs lately, and they're not all the only songs that I do. So here's the thing. That song I posted, I wrote that song when I was living in a shelter, a domestic violence shelter, for about 3 months. And during that time, when I was living there, I hadn't written songs, in quite some time. And even being in that place was a very safe place. It ended up being a place that I was able to find myself again and remember who Kristirae is, and accept myself and fully, come back to like just that beginning of that resuscitation of the heart and resuscitation of life. And so in the song, so when I was in the shelter, my friend, there was a gal that that befriended me, and she could only speak Spanish. I didn't have any access to Bibles or anything like that. I'd lost everything, except for a bag of stuff, a little pillowcase of some things, literally. And she gave me a Bible. She went out and we could communicate Spanish to each other, and because I speak that. And so she goes out and she goes and buys a Bible for me, and it's this, I'll show it to you. She buys me this red New King James Bible, and I'm like, oh my gosh, oh hi Brenda, I love you. Whoever else is watching, hi. So I just, anyway, when she gave me that, I was so grateful to have Yahweh's word, and I was just in the Psalms. I was like living in the Psalms, and there was one verse that just grabbed my heart, and it's in Psalms 68. It's 68 verse 20, and I'm going to read in two different versions because they both say amazing things. So this is the New King James Version. This is, right here. I highlighted and surrounded it with, pen, but it says, verse 19 says, "Blessed be the Lord who daily loads us with benefits, the God of our salvation. Selah." And then verse 20, it says, "God is the God of salvation, and to God the Lord belong escapes from death." He is the God of our salvation, and to God alone, to him alone belong these escapes from death. And I literally had escaped from death. When I got out of my situation that I was in, I knew I had to make a decision. I'm either going to live or I'm going to die. And I realized my prayer began to switch. The mantra of my prayers, there were two mantras that were happening. One was this mantra, and it was like where I was praying these. I say it a mantra because I was praying them over and over again. And I was praying and I was saying, Lord, that I would live. I shall know the truth, and the truth shall set me free. I was saying that over myself and bathing myself in that. I didn't know what I was really doing, and then because I was in so much confusion, and then the other thing was, finally it was like, Lord, that I would live, that I would live and not die. And so those two things, those words, man, those words, men and women, your words, your mouth is so powerful, it will get you out of places that you never thought you would get in. It would get you out, and it would get you in to places that you never thought you'd be so redeemed and be so blessed and loved to receive and be in. I know that my words were gateways that helped me get out where I was in. And so I really, that verse, in verse 20, I was like, oh my God, that belonged to him, that I got out. So out of death into life. So really this song that I'm singing, that I shared earlier today, is about coming out of death into life. It's escaping out of that. And then the other version is the Tree of Life version I wanted to read. And it's Psalm 68, verse 21. It says, God is for us, a God of deliverance. Adonai, my Lord, has escapes from death. He owns them. He's the owner of those things that you got out, you know, and to life. He's, and it's in the reverse, because really he's the owner of life. You know, he is that where we come out of that death into life. And so that is my little thing I wanted to share with you all today. And I love you. I love you, Brenda, Michelle. I see you. And yeah, please feel free to share if you know somebody that needs to hear this, especially. But know that yeah, you can do it, and your words are powerful, and your heart, what you set your mind and your heart to, they're powerful.